We are live.
Hello. Hello, people.
We like the people here.
I do like the people here.
So, does anyone
Peop
want to fill in hell on what happened?
I vote not me. I vote lore master.
We have a lot of faith in our lore master.
Oh no, we have no lore master.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I'm here. I was just chewing.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
much like me, the lore master has food.
Because remember, kids, starvation is never the answer. It is always a problem. All right.
Yep.
So, uh,
And the solution is copious amounts of bread.
that
Right.
is a good solution. I agree. Um, yeah, Brett, fantastic. Got nothing more to say.
It's
So,
these ones that makes me upset.
actually, no, I lied to the people. That's
Did you lie
right.
to the people? How could you
Yeah,
lie to the people, Richard?
because last time was a session that was not focused on us, so therefore did not start on a new page like I usually do, because I wasn't actually expecting to write anything. And
Ho ho ho.
then we got included and stuff, so the episode
Oh yeah.
count goes up. Welcome to session 44.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So last session, Nobuyuki went to go fight Sumi. He got his butt handed to him. The end.
Wait, what? Wait. Hold on. Weird. A little bit more than that happened. I in fact won.
You can win and still get your ass handed to you.
Hi,
This is
I
true.
exist.
That is in fact what happened.
But yes, as the Jack said, he did in fact win in the end. Oh man. It did in fact not end in one, two, or three turns like he was thinking. It actually went for a little bit.
Oh, you went for a while.
A
I was
battle of
not prepared for that.
a battle of attrition in my
Uh,
ninja game?
it
Imagine.
was a battle of attrition,
Hmm.
and dear God,
There
But
were many times where she almost won.
yep.
I won by the skin of my teeth. We were both completely tapped out. I had one chakra remaining, and I had just used the rest of my fucking celestial chakra, so I was gonna be out.
Yeah. And there's no such thing as mid battle recovery unless you were in
No,
Uzumaki, which you are not.
that's different. I am not.
Uh, but yeah. So after the fight, we cut to everybody else that was not in spectating at the battle. And Ito came, picked up Arito, said, I come bearing gifts made out of space metal. I was like, sick. That's crazy. Uh,
Damn, bro, that's crazy.
yeah,
Space metal.
yeah. Then Chrissy said, all right, I'm going to stick around here for a bit. I'm close to perfecting this technique. And so she stuck around. We back to the went back to Dragon Hole. Was like, hey yo, we're here to see our boy. His name's Nobuyuki. It's Hyuga. He should be like head of the clan right about now. And they're like, what you talking about? He's fighting. And it's like, well, didn't you know I'm a prophet? And then like literally 5 minutes later, they said, "Dang, he won."
Damn, he's head of the clan right now.
And I said, like I said, I'm a prophet. Then we all went inside. We went to the hospital because we were going to go talk to Sumi. And we encountered some Hyuga that had their eyes utterly destroyed. And I said, wait for me. I'm going to fix that. Uh, and then while we were there, we also ran into Papa and Brother Hyuga. Uh, and I was like, I could probably do something about that. So while everyone was having their big conversation, I was like, now let me give you a quick checkup. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. I see. We also informed Sumi of what's going on. She said, boy, you crazy, but I know your imagination's not that good, so you must be telling the truth.
It is in fact what she said.
That is what she said. And
She
now,
had more or less words than that, but yeah, that was the message.
yeah. After that, we were like, we're gonna hang out a bit. Arito did what he do, regrew some eyeballs that were sealed to prevent regeneration. I said, "Not today, Satan," and I slapped away the seal, and then their eyes grew back, just like in a cartoon. Pumped them full of air, and then they filled in. It's crazy.
Two giant paint bubbles.
Oh gosh. Then after that, actually started doing a more thorough look over Papa Huga and Brother Huga, and found out that, oh dang, Papa Huga, he's just got the super blindness and not quite sure how to fix that. And then the brother,
Right.
he's got like basically an autoimmune disease going on. His blood is poisonous. Well, his chakra is. And I was like, let me see if I can make a seal for that. And I did, and crafted a year and a half supply, so that way I don't have to dote upon him every day. Then after that, we were going to plan to start talking with the Hokage of this area, and then lo and behold, the old head of the house is like, "I'm gonna go die now,"
Yeah,
and
so we found out when we were leaving he's gonna die in 3 days, and we said, huh?
yeah,
Then I'll actually be head of house.
yeah.
Things that I miss when I go through finals week. Jesus.
Hmm.
We do things here.
Things happen here.
Hmm. I too was only expecting the fight to happen. I was not
Yeah.
expecting none of this extra stuff. So my notes are all well, wacky and wonky. Yes,
Wonky.
looking now, but it's okay. I have a clean page for today, so it's fine.
All right. So Eric, where do we begin? What happened?
First, Karisu.
Hi.
Meteors coming from the mountaintop. No. Not yet.
Uh,
What do you mean yet?
I know what I said.
Yeah, don't you know meteors always strike twice?
Just don't think about the word yet too hard, and you'll be fine.
Bestie, I don't even think once.
Dang, that's crazy.
And I didn't say think
Good.
twice. I said think too hard about it.
I know what I said. What is happening, Eric?
You have been gifted a set of fancy Damascus-looking combat bracers.
Oh,
Space rock,
Are
metal.
you familiar with the adamantine effect from 5e?
oh my.
Mm-hmm.
They have that effect.
Yeah.
And it still uses my normal unarmed damage, though, right?
It can, yeah.
That's okay. So I should put a different dice in my punch. That's what I'm asking you?
If you want to take the gauntlet damage of I think it's a D4 or a D6, yeah, go ahead. Otherwise, feel free to keep your D10.
That's what I was asking, Eric. I don't go here. I'm more of a traditional fantasy girl. I'm not usually here for the ninja stuff.
As the most quote unquote ninja of us all.
Listen,
are in
I'm just
fact
saying,
the
if you would
most
like to use the lower
traditional
die, you
ninja.
can.
Mm-hmm.
It's like using a monk weapon.
Ah, yes, like the option of using strength with my monk damage. Why would I ever?
Because you're a
I
strength
know,
monk.
Shirley.
Even Shirley is offended by that.
We don't play strong here. At most, we play gonk.
Mm-hmm.
What would Gonk be?
Gun monk.
Understandable. Wednesday.
You've
Mm.
never given your monk a musket? You should.
No, I've never played a monk.
So, you've decided to stay for a few extra days with Adachi. At the end of the third day, he has set up some sort of circle outside where he sits. The mat that he sits on is removed. Uh, and he tells you, all right, I'm going to send you to your friends because you won't make it in time just walking there.
Okay, fair enough to me. But I'll go ahead and once it's prepared, I'll take my seat. The little karate on my knees pose, the seiza.
It takes him a minute to gather the chakra to send you such a vast distance, but you find yourself just outside of Dragonhold.
Hmm.
What are the roads in Dragonhold made out of?
Dirt.
Ooh.
No, I'm
Made of
kidding.
road.
I rise from the road. And I'll dust off the knees of my gi.
Behind you, you hear a moo.
Eric, no.
Well, that's a cow. I'll turn around. There's a cow.
There's just a cow. It's staring you in the face.
Am I in front of,
Dead.
am I in front of a door?
No, you're just in its way.
No, I'm asking, did it plop me down? Oh, outside the city, you mean? Okay.
Yeah, you're just outside the city.
And I'm aware my friends are here, right?
You were aware that this is where they were going.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will search for my friends.
Uh, unless you have a specific place to go check, give me an investigation.
Could I argue for perception?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
So, after taking a little bit of time searching, you find a building that has um, torches that are lit with a blue flame instead of a regular fire color.
Ooh.
And if you peek inside, because the gates are open, many of the people walking around inside are dressed in all black. And upon further inspection, many of these people have eyes much like Nobuyuki.
Let me think. I will continue to look for Nobuyuki.
All right, the rest of you, what are you doing in the compound during the day of the funeral?
Day of the funeral? Uh, I'm
Waiting.
making sure that I am dressed my best and understand any duties that I have to perform.
Not making jokes about how I could have let him live longer, made him live longer.
Thank you.
All right, you find the group sitting around a table discussing things.
Uh, well, if the group is at the table,
Ah, there she is.
okay, I've done all I could of Adachi. What's the situation?
Whoa, stranger, spiritual weapon, bonk. I'm kidding. Not this
First
time.
things first. There's a. We need to attend the wake.
Oh my, someone died?
Yes, the head of household.
Hmm.
Um, should I say congratulations or I'm sorry?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, uh, yeah, I'm just figuring things out. I wasn't expecting to take over so soon.
Yeah, that's a lot of responsibility on your shoulders so suddenly.
What do you mean? So
You
soon.
don't say.
That's literally why you came here
That
first, to
is a
take
good
over
point.
immediately. I'm running this thing. Move or be destroyed or something.
I don't really have a lot to say on the matter, but God, I'm just mentally preparing myself for what could happen. Um, I'm concerned that I might end up needing to be here quite a bit more often than we originally intended.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll find out.
True. True.
I suppose we will.
As you all are talking, Sumi comes by, uh, one of her arms in a sling.
I can fix that. Why hasn't it been fixed?
Listen,
Uh,
just because you're that good doesn't mean we can't have people be a little injured.
No. You cannot. I exist. It's one thing if you're in the city like 3 miles away. I'm not there. I am here.
NPCs take damage a little bit harder than you guys do.
Have more fortitude.
Damn.
Shoveled calcium down their throat. Make your bones stronger.
Makes your bones strong. Oh
Yeah,
god.
drink more milk.
Have some of these carrots too.
Exactly.
Make
Prove
your
your
eyes real
eyesight.
good. Maybe
Yeah.
then you'll unlock Tensagon.
Word so easy.
That was the secret of the ritual. They just shoveled carrots into Nobuyuki.
Into
They
his
shoveled
eyes.
carrots into my I was gonna say into my mouth for a week straight.
Whenever you left, you were actually just orange.
But she comes by and she will motion for all of you to follow her, saying that uh, it's time to go to pay our respects.
I
Hmm.
will nod and lead the party.
On your way through the compound, you find where everyone is gathered. Uh, there's this large grave area as you're walking past to where everything is happening. There are a lot of smaller stones. Looking around, you can see that they're for the average Hyuga. And then at the end, there is a larger stone tomb with a statue of previous heads of household.
I'm gonna lean over and whisper, I know you only plan on being the head for like till the world either ends or we win, but you should demand a statue too.
I'm gonna let them choose.
I mean, you will have just saved the world or died trying,
I. This is true. I'm not.
and we
It's
know which one's
fine.
going to happen
I.
because one's not an option.
Either it's gonna happen or it's not our problem anymore.
I died a little bit. It's okay.
Huh?
Oh, what
Um,
up, man? I'm
Do I
fine. I'm
need
fine.
it?
Just it's fine. I'm freaking out for no
oh,
reason.
I
Well,
know
I'm
why
freaking
he's
out for a
upset.
major reason. But
Uh huh.
Yeah, no, mine's 13.
the will to slam my keyboard has grown stronger.
Dang.
Also, did you see my whisper?
I did. The answer is yes if they consent.
Okay.
Oh my.
Later,
Mm,
we'll be asking you guys to
okay.
consent to something.
Hmm. All right.
You may ask.
As
Whenever we
you
finish the funeral, I'll do it.
when you get
Okay.
closer, Sumi leads you to a small table filled with like um God, what are they called? The little candles with the little like aluminum base kind of thing.
Tea lights.
Those things. Uh, they are white candles with a blue flowery design that you've kind of seen in one of Nobuyuki's eyes.
Hmm. Interesting.
And she'll hand a candle to each of you.
And
I will
I'll
take.
do my duty.
I will get as well.
When you guys are finally able to make it up to the front, everyone has been lighting and leaving a candle around the tomb for the previous head.
Hmm.
A couple of people say a few words when they leave their candle. Others just leave their candle and go on.
Uh, when I get up to it, right up to the front, I actually, as I'm waiting in line, I will be activating Tensagon to see if his spirit lingers.
Hmm. 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 That is a fun thing you can do.
Do you meet the requirements to hit level 2 yet?
So close.
Dang. Next time.
I am at 8 uses for Heavenly Palm, I think. 6. I'm at 6.
Of 13.
Yeah, yeah. When I
Oh,
said so close, I meant I am of level and I'm halfway there.
dang.
I just haven't had enough chances to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Someone other than Jack, give me a D8 roll.
I will do it.
I was waiting to see if Richard would jump first. Oh wow.
Numero uno.
Damn, not getting an am I?
It could be the favorable one.
You see that his spirit still lingers in the area,
See, told
and with his determined gaze, uh, fills you with confidence. You've gained one more use,
you.
so you're at 7 now.
Right, that's what I figured was the case with that. Alright. Hey, I appreciate any help that I can get.
What a cool guy.
Uh, yeah, I will look to him and nod when I place my candle.
Once you place your candle, he will begin to ascend.
Whoa.
Hmm.
If anyone else is doing anything special during this time,
Chris is just trying not to be rude.
I will just leave the only words of comfort that I can. The clan's in good hands. Mine. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, hold on.
Quietly paying my respects.
all right. Your part in the funeral is over. You may leave if you wish. You may go do whatever. The rest of the afternoon is yours.
I'm going to be hanging around.
I believe Ito had a question for everyone.
Oh, are we still in the funeral?
Your part is done. The day is yours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
all
be
right.
like, we
As
just walked
long as
outside.
we're not in. Okay. Just all of a sudden, just be like, okay, guys, I want to put a seal on you, by the way. While everyone's like crying in the corners. Don't want to do that now.
Oh man.
But I learned a new jutsu. It allowed me to either summon you to me from a far place, or
Ooh.
if you're a little bit closer, I can summon myself to you.
Nifty.
That is very useful.
Yeah, of course.
I will cast my jutsu.
And then once he places it, I'm gonna
Yeah.
start making a copy. Let the analysis begin.
All of you have received the mark.
Not of the
Okay.
beast.
You've each been given a reverse seal.
Okay.
A who seal?
A reverse seal.
Oh, reverse. Okay. I thought almost like you said a river dam seal, and I was about to say skirt skirt.
Yeah,
Hey, can I upcast
reverse summoning.
this? We can't upcast that yet, right? We can?
You can upcast to S.
I will do that then.
Hmm.
Not me. I can only do up to A this level.
No, everyone can.
Yeah,
Like
everybody can go
you
You can
to
can.
upcast one higher than.
Oh,
what-
okay. That's how it works. Got it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I was looking at my chart and said, oh, A. Neat.
Yeah.
No, we're all on the same level for that.
Hmm.
I think even Itoku's a ninjutsu specialist because I think it's just blanket jutsu.
Yeah,
It's not like specifically.
Yep.
it's the amount and the potency of ninjutsu that's different.
Mhm.
Hmm. Hmm.
All right, with the seal, he can teleport you to him from a mile away, or him to you from 3,000 feet away.
Can't also just say no to either.
Oh,
Okay.
not
Oh,
right
but
now.
you can't prevent me from summoning myself to you. You can prevent me from summoning you to me.
Okay. Okay.
You can't
Okay.
stop me. You can't stop me from going to you, but you can stop you going to me.
Yeah, makes sense.
And does that use up the seal?
Whenever you're summoned, it is used.
Okay, so as long
Alright.
as you are coming to me, it's fine.
Yes. No, I don't know.
Oh, guess it is that time of the month. Time for more Doctor Who.
Oh,
Uh,
I don't know.
when it's used on people, 5 times it fades.
okay.
And that's 5 to the individual, not 5 amongst all of you.
Right.
Gotcha.
Now that I'm reading it, I think I cast on you guys, and then I put the seal on you guys, and then when I cast the jutsu, I spend chakra to do the summoning.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I've not spent chakra yet, but you guys have seals on you.
Cool. Now everyone should
So
have a set of 2 seals on them.
now that everyone has their second seal on their person,
Hmm.
is
Oh,
there anything else you guys would like to do?
I just want to say I should have had them. I guess I would then yield if the death seal pops. Never mind.
Yeah. Also, she wouldn't have been trying to kill you, so it wouldn't have popped.
Well, it's just if I'm reduced to 0, right?
I will be right back.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Lethal or non-lethal does not matter.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not only, doesn't it reduce you to 1 and put you unconscious?
No. Puts you to 0 and unconscious, but you are stable.
Very good.
Lethal is 0 unconscious and bleeding out.
But yeah, I'm gonna spend the rest of the day basically, take my time to, be in mourning. And in case I am needed. But I'll be mostly just spending time around the compound, just walking through. And for the most part, I will be keeping Tensagon up as I am moving around. Let me see. Yeah, I can have 2 hours of just keeping it up.
Go ahead and give me perception or investigation, your choice.
Oh, I'm real good at both of those. I changed that. There we go. 18.
Are the rest of you staying with Nobuyuki?
I think my time would be better spent continuing some research.
What research are you committing to?
I think right now it would be the ceiling variety using Yeo family's mini scroll. which
All right.
apparently came from what's his face that I don't think we actually got a name for. Hmm.
Did
Go
we get
ahead.
names for all of the people?
You got their names. You didn't necessarily get their last names. This is one that you did get a last name for.
Okay,
He is an important historical figure as well.
which makes sense.
Zach complained, so you let him roll again.
No,
No.
Okay.
I had 2 features.
No, you just roll once, and that.
I have 2
Oh,
different
actually, it
ones.
might be different for you. 'Cause for me, it is 13 for all of them for the rest of my life.
I
So
believe mine is individual.
yeah, his is individual. So
Reread to double check.
give me an Arcana with Constitution because that's what you use for your seals.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How would be when
Okay.
you're in Uzumaki? Your intelligence stored in the gut.
Yes.
No, this makes sense.
Yes.
This sounds correct.
Mm-hmm. This is very much par for the course. Let's see, and this Arcana basically the same as chakra control. Yeah.
If you're
Are you
proficient in
proficient in
both,
both
then yeah.
and don't have a different discrepancy in expertise?
Because I do not use the Arcana stat like at all for anything. This is the reason why I asked. Because usually it's like,
If it
yeah,
if it would be the same modifier, go ahead.
uh, it would not. Because like Arcana actually doesn't have like anything trained to it, whereas like chakra control, that is the thing that I have my proficiency in.
Oh,
Um,
well, then just
Uh,
right next to where it says Arcana, you can press the thing to change the stat.
yeah,
well, yeah, but the reason why I was
it's
asking is
not
because
proficient.
usually it is roll Arcana, but really we all know that this is actually a chakra control thing. That's the reason why I
Uh,
ask.
this is a learning thing, not a chakra
Yeah,
control thing.
but yeah, this is why I ask, because you never know, I might get lucky.
Or if you have the Nin Chao button, that would be the button to press. I just
Oh, okay,
defaulted to Arcana
Ninshao.
because it's the same,
That would have been very different.
the
Oh,
equivalent skill, just different name.
Yeah. All right. There you go. Like I said, very different.
dear God. Yeah, why couldn't you rolled like that when when you rolled earlier the D8?
Because it wasn't for me. That's why. I didn't
Um,
know what stakes there were. I couldn't just willy nilly infuse my luck into things. I might have killed you accidentally.
give me a D12, and later I will send you what you've learned.
All right. Sounds good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you roll like this, son?
Like I said, I didn't know the context. I knew exactly what we were going for here, so I could say, hit me with that good, good.
You know what? Now that he knows, after reading the Senju scroll, he now knows everything. He understands, and now he can get the notation.
Yeah.
Ito, Kurisu, are you doing anything?
Um, I will try to see if I can find the other 2 people from Sumi's team.
You want to
Starting
ask
by asking
Sumi for help?
Sumi, hey,
Yeah.
you know where they stay?
I'm so sorry. I'm back now.
You're good.
Welcome.
Welcome back. The entire party has died because you were absent.
Yeah, it was a real shit show. I wasn't expecting combat this session.
All that for a block of corn.
A block of corn?
I wasn't gonna ask.
Cobb, I meant to say Cobb. Don't bully me.
Oh, it's too late for that.
Yeah.
Don't bully me for the corn of Cobb.
Her
The
corn comes
corn
in
of
cube
Cobb.
shape?
I was hungry.
Just one of
You're
those
allowed
cube
to be
watermelons, just but it's corn.
Amazing.
But yes, you're directed to where Sumi's team lives. Is there anything you would like to do with this information?
What?
Hello.
What did
Yeah.
you say to me?
Would you like to do anything with the information of where Sumi's teammates live?
No.
It's like I thought you said no. I'm like, why the fuck did you ask?
Just wanted the information.
Nothing right now. Because I don't want to go by myself.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright.
Frisu, is there anything special you're doing during this time?
How much time do we have?
It's just after Ito has put the second seal on you guys.
I don't think there's a lot I can do right now. Mentally prepare myself, I guess. I'm not gonna pull a
Mentally
Suda
prepare
and
yourself
start.
with the end of the world.
It's not like I'm Suda where I can walk around with a basket on my head and start looking for trouble.
Yeah, I
I mean, there are
appreciate if
plenty
you
of
didn't.
baskets around.
I,
God damn it.
I'm not gonna go vigilante on Dragonhold, okay?
Just saying, it's an available option. There's plenty of baskets.
Somehow I doubt there are Kamuso monks in particular here.
No, they're way of shadow or whatever they call themselves, monks.
They're much more direct stealth. They are not in plain sight stealth. No, prepare myself for the end of the world. All gonna be over soon after all.
Damn.
Not if we guys have something to say about it.
Nobuyuki, go ahead, give me one of those insight rolls.
An insightful roll.
An insightful roll.
Catch all the dirty
It's
glares
also
that
a
people are
plus
giving you.
12. Oh, I know. It's God, so many dirty glares. Are you kidding me?
Nice.
26.
You managed to see someone that is walking around the compound. They look like Hyuga. They're walking around. But the way they carry themselves is just off. It's
Mm,
not quite right for a Hyuga.
Is this within the 2 hours of my Tensagon?
It is.
Okay, let me just double check a thing. Because I think what at some level I start to just like I can know your name by looking at you.
yeah.
That's at the
Oh,
second level.
okay.
At least I'm pretty sure.
I'll approach them and say I'll turn off. Do I turn off Tensagon for this?
No.
Nah, I'll leave it on just in
Threaten
case.
them with superior eyes.
Well,
I
that's the
know your
thing. I don't know
drip
if
is
I want to
fake.
show off that eye.
Anyways.
But yeah, I'll approach them and it's like, oh, No, I don't think I've seen you at the compound before.
Oh, that's because I was away before all of this happened. I just got back.
Hmm. Uh, and I'd like to look at their eyes. Are those real eyes or is that an illusion? Uh,
Go ahead, make me an illusion.
20,
Hmm.
30.
Now let me go pull up a sheet.
Help me. It's spicy corn.
Why is it spicy?
Oh my gosh.
Getting absolutely destroyed by your cube of corn.
This is my culture punishing me for getting too far away from it.
What do you mean you're too far away? You're separated by a border.
Remember when all those times we were like, damn, hell is the whitest fucking. We all thought she was white.
Fair enough.
Yakking something. Because the thing keeps updating. I have to keep fixing sheets.
Hmm.
Like, we're so happy that you're updating it, but goddamn.
Why does updating it break the thing?
Yeah.
Eric, never mind. That would be doing the same thing as what I'm currently doing. I was gonna say I could use reveal yourself. You want me to? I can use reveal yourself.
Okay. 20, unless you have any bonuses to add on to that, does not reveal anything to you.
Uh, and if I used reveal yourself,
Uh,
I roll an insight using my charisma versus their deception.
well, we would have to find out, wouldn't we?
Yeah, hold on. I just want to make sure that I'm doing it right. And shadow hand, reveal yourself. Charisma in place of wisdom. You're speaking to alternatively, blah blah blah. Oh, when you are in combat with a hostile creature, so I cannot activate that right now. Let me move that back to
I
wisdom.
mean, if you suspect them of being up to no good, I'll count that.
In my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Versus charisma deception. Insight, charisma, and this versus their deception. 16. Damn. All right. Well, shit.
Mm.
Yes, I can't quite tell, but I still don't trust the individual.
Well, you see,
Oh,
here I go, rolling like shit.
Perfect
hell yeah.
timing.
Uh,
So I get to know. I get to know the all active jutsu effects and features that the creature is currently under.
all right. I will give you an itemized list.
Oh.
Uh, I apologize for the work that I'm giving you.
He was prepared. Probably.
I just didn't have it all typed out.
Mm.
Uh, Can't remember what this genjutsu is called. Where is it? Uh, it helps if I can spell.
Hopefully none of these use the K key.
Yeah.
One of them did.
Damn.
Mm.
Oh god, why did I remove the on-screen keyboard? Two of them do.
Oh, dang.
Ah. I believe that's all of their effects that they have active currently.
Okay.
Mm.
Ah, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Does she carry herself in the same, or does the person carry themselves in the same way as Ryomi?
They weren't, but it wasn't. It was just off of what you would expect of a Hyuga after,
Okay.
living with them for so long.
Mhm.
And being one
Uh,
himself.
in that case, is this a man or a woman? Just for
Uh,
mental image.
the appearance is that of a man.
Okay. Well, I will nod. I will say, I'll tell them it's like, I appreciate someone of the Uchiha clan coming to pay their respects, but really, wasn't required.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just another member of the clan. I just got back, like I said.
I'm gonna nod and I'm just gonna smile and look at them. Well, in that case, would you care to have tea and tell me what you've been up to?
I wouldn't want to impose on the man who's supposed to be head of the clan, but if you insist.
Mm-hmm.
That's not public knowledge yet. Get her. No, I'm kidding.
It's not. Well, I mean, everybody that was here would know it.
I know.
Um,
People have been talking about it as well.
It
yeah.
would be funny though if it was not public
Uh,
knowledge yet.
yeah. So, uh, I am going to let's see. All right, so you're just reading the scroll, right? You can read the scroll and have tea.
He can, as long as he doesn't spill it on the scroll.
Yeah. Uh, you wanna come join us for tea? Richie?
Oh, say it again. Sorry, I was distracted.
I said, do you want to come join me for tea?
Yeah, that that
Because you
that
can
would
read the
definitely
scroll
help
and
out. My head hurts.
all right. Come
Much
on.
studying.
They've just returned from a long journey, and I figured we could say hello.
Are
Hmm.
Ito and Karisu invited to this tea as well?
Because Karisu won't say
If
no
they're
to.
around,
Well, Karisu's not going to say no to good tea.
Mm-hmm.
Ito, are you around to be invited?
I mean, I never left the compound.
Sounds to me like you're around to be invited.
I'm around to be invited.
all right. I will invite everybody to tea, and we'll come sit down. God, we don't have any sort of like telepathic talk to each other without doing some fuckery, do we?
We do not, in fact, have earrings of communication.
Link shells.
All right. Well,
No.
in that case, I'm going to when I get Ito and I'm talking to him, I'm going to look at him and I'm going to turn my eyes off and back on again. When I gesture to our new friend, they've been out.
Are you doing the why are you blinking in Morse code? Is that what's happening?
Uh, does Ito get it?
Make an insight check. I think he's
I
fine.
feel like he gets it.
Squint.
Uh,
I
uh,
see.
but yeah. But like I'm just inviting them for tea, you know? We'll just we'll get there when we get there. Um yeah, I would like the if we have like a tea house outside of the compound. But
It's
one
easy
that
enough
is
to find such a tea house.
yeah, I just want one that's, a little more secluded, not, in the middle of everything.
It's easy enough to find one.
Okay.
They're
Uh,
popular here.
uh, uh, yeah, sitting down, it's like, so, what brings you to investigate the Hyuga?
I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about. I told you I just got back.
Hey, Eric, can I use my
Yeah.
poker skills for this?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Damn.
Hmm.
The tea's too good. I'm sorry.
Spending too much time on tea. Kurisu, still exhausted, just tea.
As far as Karisu's concerned, they seem to be honest.
All right, now
Uh,
let me go do my insight roll so I can claim head empty, studying too hard, only full of seals.
full of seals.
Yeah, see? Told
Damn.
you.
Same thing. Head empty, full of seals.
Head empty, full of seals.
They're so
Are they?
complicated and complex.
I was about to say, are they clubbing?
That comes later.
They're reaching for it. They haven't started clubbing yet.
Yeah, like, what
Uh,
do you think my spiritual weapon is?
this is true.
uh,
Uh, anyway, listen. Uh, you should know that the Byakugan is renowned for its ability to see through deceptions, and uh, mine, I did not reach my position by slacking in that ability. What are you giggling about?
Uh,
Ah,
not realizing I wasn't muted, apparently.
Oh,
that'll do. Carry on.
uh, the man will just shrug and, well, it fooled everybody else.
Blink.
Well,
Fool.
well, if you would care to enlighten us on exactly who you might be here.
Well, I was around, heard the head of the clan died, figured I'd stop by to pay my respects like everyone else is allowed to. Just, I want to do it a little earlier. So, since I'm leaving soon,
Uh, from how this person, because I'm still uncertain if this is Ryomi or not, or if this is just another.
Generic Uchiha.
Yeah, but I mean they have Mangekyo Sharingan, um, and like I can. That's the only person I can immediately think that would just be here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, it's like now, my eyes are good, but they're not that good. Is Ryomi?
it is.
Whoa.
I see. Well, this is
I
actually a
spit out
very
my
good
tea in
timing.
shock. Not really. That's good tea. I
uh,
ain't gonna waste it.
there is actually a message that we need to deliver to Shigeki. Um, the situation has changed.
Lord have mercy,
I
has
was
it
not there
changed?
to. I was not there to learn the information, so the others would be best to actually inform you.
Yeah. So you know how your big plan was, okay, we're gonna go use all the Jinjuriki, gonna like extract all their chakra and use them to power yourselves up so you can fight Big Bad that's trying to destroy the world. TM. Uh, we learned the origin of the all the tail beasts. They are in fact part of the big bag that's trying to destroy everything. TM.
Sip
So
tea.
yeah. So therefore, with you trying to extract the tail beasts and everything, uh, you very well could be playing to his hands because like whatever manifestation that you fought, obviously not it at full strength. The version that was fought that sealed it in the temple, I gesture vaguely in the direction of where it is. Uh, even that is not it at its full power. We ran into one of the guys who was there that helped to fight the thing originally and seal it away. And it took everything that they had and then some to basically fork off part of its power and create the tail beasts and seal them inside of individuals. So, trying to absolutely drain those individuals, I don't think that that is going to be very conducive to making sure that we beat this thing. Because very well possible they just said, ah, yes, my chakra, you're firing it at me. Slurp. I say this as
And
I take a drink of my tea. Slurp.
uh, and in addition to that, when we examined the temple in the first place, it was absorbing the nature chakra as soon as it was dispersed away from Arito.
Hmm. Hmm. It is just a natural chakra vacuum.
Let's
Actually, I take
type
that lie
it
back.
in.
Unnatural chakra vacuum. Carry on.
Would you happen to have proof of these claims, or
Yes. I turn around, dig
I
around
have
my backpack. I pull out a obscenely large scroll. There you go. And I'll unscroll it to the relevant section because, Lord have mercy, this thing is long. I will not bore you with all of the full details. Da, 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 da. Scroll, scroll, scroll. August 17th. No, just a little bit further. September. 3 years later. Ah, here we go. And I'll show her the relevant slice where it talks about our guy basically siphoning off the chakra, creating the tail beasts, and having to work with the Uzumakis to seal it inside of people and etc.
right, the lot of you,
Hmm.
uh, both Nobuyuki and and Arito,
Okay.
I need a persuasion.
All right. All right. All right. All right.
What?
persuasion. I'm good at
Does
that.
Chrissy have to do anything?
If
And
you and Ito would like to assist these two goobers, tell me how.
Richie, what's your persuasion?
+2.
I'm
Well,
looking at
here's the
my
thing.
pers-
Both of you two goobers need to make one. It's the other
Yeah.
Yeah,
two goobers that need to tell me how they're helping you two.
I'm trying to figure out if I give Sabaki to me or to him.
No, give it
Is
to
the thing.
yourself. Cause you get big bonus.
You
I
know what?
have.
Chrissy's gonna pull on Annie here.
Okay.
She's gonna sip her tea and mind her goddamn business.
That's how she's helping.
She knows this shit is way above her pay grade. It's been above her pay grade since
Oh,
she stopped being a
Jesus
prize
fucking
fighter.
Christ.
I was sure
Ito,
you was gonna be like, that person that we got this information from is my master.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Ito,
that
do
would
you
that
have
would help.
anything you would like to say to help the situation?
No.
All right.
Okay.
You get a straight roll from me then. Persuasione.
I have 28.
Hmm.
That is a 5.
That is in fact a 5. Hmm.
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 Uh,
I will actually assist by pointing out it was my master who did this, and he's a very long-lived and
all right.
worthwhile individual.
I'm not sure if it still helps, but hey, if it does.
Uh, you may now give your own persuasion.
Me?
Yes.
Oh no.
Eric, you know
Me.
I'm good at lying, right?
Yeah. Is this a
Yeah, and you're
lie?
telling.
The part about him being a well-respected individual.
But
He was.
Damn.
He was
disrespectful.
in his time.
Yeah.
And now?
Uh,
He was in his time.
uh,
Look, a well-respected individual is still a well-respected individual, even if he's been forgotten.
this is true. Speaking of forgetting, like one of the figures was a master that is like a big historical figure.
Yeah, name drop.
Yeah.
I do not have it highlighted in my
Okay.
notes. See? I knew you do good.
Kind of goober am I? I'm the biggest goober.
Yeah,
The gooberest
Sosuke.
goober.
I just don't know his last name.
Biggest fucking goober you've ever seen.
Yeah. Sosuke, what's your last name? Hmm.
Whoops. I put the wrong things.
Anyways. Actually, where's my highlighter so I can find this easily? Sosuke. There we go.
I also typed down the name for you again.
Oh, thank you.
Usuke Senju. Ah, I see.
Whoa.
He's a Senju.
He is, in fact, sent you. And it's not Sosuke with an S in front, it's just Osuke with
Yep.
just the O.
Okay, let's say I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
What would you
Mm-hmm.
have us do?
First off, we have scrolls for you to look over, but that can be arranged. Um, Secondly, there are shards of this thing's power across the continent
Mm-hmm.
in strange shifting dungeons. We found one of them. If the relics from them are removed, then it releases a fraction of it, and let's not do that.
Yeah.
However, destroying those fractions of power will help them from reclaiming it. We already made the mistake. I just want to tell you before you make the same mistake.
Yeah.
Well,
So
it's
all
not like
that.
we're going
Mm-hmm.
into strange time dungeons.
Oh, so you do know the ones we're talking about.
No, you just described such a thing to me.
No, I didn't say strange time dungeons. I said that they twisted and turned. They shifted, you know?
Given the nature of this thing, it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case.
Mm. This is what
But
they call the wisdom of being an adult. They can extrapolate extra details.
yeah, we lost what, a week in there? 2 weeks?
It was just a week.
It was just a week. All right. We were in there for a day. Uh,
From our perspective.
yeah, from our perspective. Um, yeah, so that's a concern, but it's most part of it was fine. We took care of things. Now, as far as what else to do about it, first stop collecting the gin jerky. The one that was recently collected, does he know who took him
Or she.
or she? I actually don't know. Is the Land of Fire gin jerky a man or a woman?
You don't know.
Interesting. Okay.
I mean, they wouldn't
Uh,
publicize the data, so
no. I said
understandable.
that, and I'm like, oh well, we wouldn't know anyway.
Yeah,
Uh,
The only reason you know the Land of Waters one is because you are close friends with them,
this is
correct.
true.
Saved her life.
and they told you.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Uh, so don't collect from time dungeons. Potentially, uh, don't 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 tell. Don't do it. Quit collecting them. We don't want to fuck with that. Uh, we should work on making sure that they're strong to resist and work with their Jinchuriki and are able to not only use their tailpiece chakra, but also able to use their chakra control to keep it within themselves.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
there's one problem with that request.
You've already taken one?
Squint.
By the end of today, we'll have all but the last one.
Mm.
Y'all are too
That happened
efficient.
fast.
It's
Yeah.
been, I'm gonna look at my imaginary watch. It's been 2 months. Barely almost three.
But yeah, we'll figure something out, all right?
Listen, we were nice when we said we'd give you some time.
I see.
Yeah, we noticed and we are grateful. Look how much we have accomplished as well.
Um okay. With that knowledge, we might want to start preparing them and getting them ready.
True, because
You
since
know,
they're all together, they're more in tune to work
there
together. Be
there are
like, ah, yes, I was talking with my tail
s-
beast and XYZ. Really, I just had that same exact conversation. And
I'm also just concerned that they're extremely vulnerable, but you know.
I mean, yeah, this is true.
We're also working with the rat lady. She's followed all of her rules.
Yeah, what's her
Um,
face? It starts
but
with a
we're working
K.
with her to figure things out. Uh,
Kane. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you said that the beasts are part of this thing,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and that if we take them to try to fight it,
Uh-huh.
then it's just going to absorb it, right?
Yeah.
Without proper precaution.
Mhm.
Hence the reason why we were saying train them up, make them stronger.
So,
Tell Beast it's mine. It is not no longer yours.
so why would we bother trying to train it if it's going to be absorbed?
Well, that's what we're saying. Trying to, ensure that it's not absorbed.
I'm not sure we can stop that.
It's amazing what a little bit of chakra control can do for you.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, we should, keep an eye on them, but don't just maybe explain the situation or just really just apologize maybe.
So
Uh,
what I'm hearing is you want to destroy these artifacts that house part of it, but
uh-huh.
not the people that house part of it.
That would require killing people.
Yep.
Also, if we killed the people that house part of it, then we know for a fact that because they're out in the open, they're not sealed within these dungeons, that I mean they would definitely find their way back out into the world and just eventually be reclaimed as part of it.
Mm-hmm. Ever threw a boomerang?
God damn it.
They just always come
Uh,
back home.
with us taking down these things, they're sealed in artifacts and can't really be moved, and uh, they took care of that. In addition, everyone needs to just get stronger. Powerful Keki Genkai, like the Byakugan and the Renegon the uh and the Sharingan, uh, anything like that. Improve the the sealing techniques of the Uzumaki. Uh, Kurisu doesn't have one, but damn, can she go?
Thumbs up.
Yeah. Out here
Um,
burning her life force.
I'm gonna be completely honest. We might need an army of special Jonin.
Do we
That is,
have an army of special Jonin?
oh no, not at all. The
I
first
mean,
step is
we have an army. They
not
just
yet.
don't know that they're in the army yet.
The first thing that we are planning on doing is doing everything we can to unite the five nations.
Tell you what,
I am now head of the Yuga household, and I will be uh writing a letter and trying to meet with the Hokage to begin with.
I'll tell you this much.
Mm-hmm.
My family has influence in the Land of Lightning.
Oh man, that's already two families down.
I think
Two families, but
it's finally time that I um put on my big girl gi pants and drop by and say hello.
That's it. Hi. Bye.
say hi and then leave. Uh, so we're moving in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Clarify for me then, the important thing is that we get bodies.
Yeah, but getting the entire nation together behind this would be a lot of bodies
Mm-hmm.
and easier to convince more bodies to join.
I can think of one really big body who could help at least. He always helped me out when I needed it. I'm sure he would offer himself for this as well.
Yeah,
Good.
and I mean, when your choices are death without a fight or potential death while fighting, I mean, there's not really much of a choice.
Uncle would jump at that opportunity.
Good
Your
to
uncle
know.
sounds like a great guy.
Uh, we'll
Am
I'm
put a
I
not gonna dig
wrong?
into that one yet.
we're gonna put a
Uh,
pin in that.
yeah, I'm gonna put a pin on that one for now. We're not gonna talk about it yet.
Huh.
But Ryomi, from what we've told you, what do you say and what do you think?
I think the whole situation is fucked.
But that's why
Yes.
we're fighting back.
It's like, I think it's fucked. It's like, yep, I agree.
Mm-hmm. To make it not that anymore.
I can't say I agree with the entirety of your plan, but I'll discuss it with the others and see what we go with.
All right.
Right.
Uh,
Also, considering that we are no longer working almost directly opposite to the basis of your plan, because I don't think that they want to bring the Jinchuriki straight into that fight for them to be, absorbed like that.
yeah, turn
They
into
immediately
a
turn to
midnight
a juice
snack.
box.
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
it would be best if we had contact with each other. A better form of contact than just sending somebody to go convey the message.
What did you have in mind?
Well, I didn't know if any of you knew a way to just instantly send information or we can be in contact through our regular letter network, but it's kind of it's really a this is the best we've got kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she's gonna hold out an arm,
Okay.
and a
I
raven will fly onto it.
Oh, hello.
Hmm.
We've been keeping an eye.
Stalker.
And even though I didn't exactly notice before, I promise I will not now shoot down birds.
But remember, we're supposed to be keeping it touch.
I know, that's why I said I'm not going to be shooting down the birds.
Ah,
It
okay,
is
okay.
at this moment that when the bird turns its head, you can see that its other eye is not a normal bird eye.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
Oh,
Why is that thing got Sharingan?
It has a single eye that is a Sharingan.
I've seen this
uh,
before. I knew it was coming.
huh. That's some interesting eye transplant work that you got going on there. Must have been a heck of a doctor.
Yeah.
I would like their notes
Speaking of
from this
eye
doctor.
transplant, Kurisu, have you ever considered having a Byakugan?
Immediately, she's gonna hold out her hand like, I'd rather not.
You sure it really helps with striking vitals?
She's gonna look at you, remember all the pain you've been through.
That's because I have special Byakugan, okay?
Yeah, he's got funny eye plus. You would
Yeah,
just be
that
getting
the
funny
regular
eye.
Byakugan,
There's no
Regular
downside.
Byakugan do not have the adverse effects that mine do. Like it's a little bit of a strain, but no more than tensing a muscle. I mean, once you're practiced with it.
Karisu now pictures her eyeballs growing biceps.
Oh my gosh.
What's the process? Are you gonna take out my eyes and put in new ones?
That's usually the
Yes.
process.
The disgust on her face.
That, I mean, Aruto would be able to perform the process, and
I'm also
you
good at
know,
the process.
no one would have to know why. I see the Raven. I don't want to have to know why. But with it and your abilities, I think you could very quickly learn Gentle Fist technique.
Okay. How long
Uh,
is this gonna take?
that's gonna depend on you. With a taijutsu master with like Kurisu, who is adept at copying forms.
I literally
Um,
have copycat.
yeah. How long would it take for her to just learn Byakugan? Of course, first it's getting used to using Byakugan. But
Once
after that,
once she is used to the extra perception that it grants, uh, it'd take her a week of practice, and that's for her to do it on her own without someone to look to copy.
okay.
That's for her to be able to do it like you do. But if you're there for her to copy, she can just copy that.
Okay. I mean, it's gonna depend on you. Training with somebody like me or Sumi, hell, even my little sister, I think that you could probably pick it up in less than a week. It's getting used to the eyes it's gonna take a little bit of work there.
That's the main thing I'm concerned about, but if I think about it for half a second, I was kicking down banana trees at a certain point. So I guess it's
Uh,
Whoa.
kind of like that.
Kicking down banana trees?
Have you ever
It's a
It's a
seen a
thought
banana
bubble
tree?
thought bubble comes out of Kurisu, and it's like a 6-year-old Kurisu kicking down a tree.
I'm
Yeah.
imagining like the 2-frame animation chibi.
Yeah,
very good
Oh my
for new
Um,
god.
conditioning, you know?
between having me there, just knowing how it feels to have Byakugan, and honestly, training my little sister for that might be helpful because she has just awakened hers, what, 2 years ago? A year ago?
Something like that.
I think it's been like a year since my little sister awakened Byakugan. No, 2 years, that's right, because it was a year and then we had the exhibition.
Mm-hmm.
And so she knows how it feels to have just awoken Byakugan and the struggles, and between us, you'll be able to pick it up pretty quick.
Alright, I'm concerned about the recovery time, but
Don't worry.
if
It
it
will
comes
be
down,
instantaneous.
Looking at Arito, yeah, don't worry about that.
comes down to this being our best bet of getting me prepared,
Uh,
I guess I can handle a little bit of pain.
so by the way, hell, with Byakugan, at our level, you would be hitting for 3d6.
What
Uh,
the
you
fuck?
you'd be hitting chakra damage unless you take a feat. Uh,
you know what's
which
crazy?
would be more
3d6
difficult.
does less damage than her current 2d10.
Uh, yes, but consistency.
It is
Uh,
more consistent, correct?
so yeah, so you'd have the 2d10 or you'd have 3d6. You'd have the ability to hit chakra, and you would then have access to Hyuga Hijutsu, like things like my 64 palms. That thing I used to blow shit up.
Those are things she would have to learn through training. She can't just pick those up.
Oh, of course. And so that would take time. As well, but like I could teach you like 64 palms. That's the big one.
Rotation.
Rotation she can already learn.
I'm sending the
Uh,
appropriate video for Carisi punching down a banana tree, by the way.
Oh man.
She can already use that if she's currently copying me.
Mhm.
But it's like she needs the Byakugan to do these other ones.
Yeah, but she can only do it if she's copying you.
This is true. But this would also give me the ability to use my new funny jutsu on you, Savage Roar. And anytime that I cast a Hyuga Hijutsu, you mean that you could also immediately cast that Hijutsu? And I would be able to do the same for you. Anytime that you cast a Taijutsu, I would be able to copy it. Um, as long as there were no like stance requirement. And then we would both get a D4 +1 to our attack rolls and a +1 to our saving throws. We would also be immune to the adverse effects of each other's taijutsu.
Todo and Yuji moment.
It would be so good.
I already have the clap.
You do have the clap.
Someone clip that out of context, please.
Oh, don't worry. I'm already typing.
Thank you.
Okay, so I take it back. The second video I sent is more appropriate, but she will be going through with the eyes.
Okay. So, Eric, my left eye is normal Byakugan and would be fine if that was transplanted into her, right?
It's currently a normal Byakugan.
To be fair, if she ever, as long as she can activate it as a regular Byakugan, she never has to realize the potential of Tensegan, and
Do you know what happened when
that's-
Obito gave his Sharingan to Kakashi?
yeah,
Do you know
split
what's going to
out.
happen when you hit level 2?
Yeah, I know. All right, we're gonna have to find another donor. My brother's chakra is poison, but his eyes are fine.
Yes, you are
I
correct.
hate the idea of asking somebody, it's like, hey, we're gonna need your eyes. I know that I just became head of household, but I'm gonna need your eyes.
You make it sound like I can't just grow them back.
I know, but that like ooh,
Shit is
sounds kind of
personal.
funky.
True,
Yeah,
I agree. But that is part of the cell. It is not a permanent extraction. There we go. That's what we're looking
I
for.
will ask for a volunteer. Uh, not like right away, but I will be asking for a volunteer when it comes up. Or like when we go to find.
God damn it, Richard.
What did Richie
Like
send?
I said, I was typing. Also, this one was just
Oh
sitting
yeah.
there. I forgot to hit send on that.
It's a fact diving in hell. God damn it. Yeah, I'll to like more elite Hyuga members, like those that are confidants and loyal to the family. I will be asking. It's like, hey, I need your eyes. They will
Reapers,
be
give them
returned.
to me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Gale hand.
level 2 mage hand.
Oh my gosh.
Not that Gale.
Oh,
Your
Dark
dark
Soul Gale.
soul.
oh yes. But yeah, so that is current plan. Get Kurisu the good shit for Taijutsu. the good shit TM.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you will be able to make use of the taijutsu much better than I would be able to.
Well, yeah.
I'm just saying.
You could be like Asumi.
You could be like Asumi, where you just kind of keep going, just kind of keep fucking shit up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Let me peek into the book and see if there's anything that like we like really need to get for you on that.
Well, is there
Uh,
anything you needed of me, or can I leave now?
Not that I can think off the top of my head. What about you guys? Is there anything that we
Um,
need to?
She's gonna start packing the giant scroll.
Giant scroll that we had. Yeah, we will need that back, but that for y'all, you should probably read that.
yeah. Um,
I do
Oh,
have some questions.
ask away.
I can give Hell a ranged attack, a ranged taijutsu.
Hadouken!
Yeah, basically.
Mm-mm.
But as you were.
What are your questions?
Hmm. What do you know about my eyes?
Quite a bit. Why?
Because I've learned of an area where a previous user of the eyes were.
Hmm,
Oh,
that's right. You did.
I want to know what you could tell me about these.
well, what is it you would like to know?
Just their potential.
Maybe a little history. I don't know what they are. I know the name, but I don't know what they are either. I'm kind of curious.
Well, you know my eyes.
Mm,
You know
Hmm.
how your friend here got an extra special version of his eyes.
Yes.
It's like that, but for me.
See,
hmm,
Hmm.
you haven't gotten them yet.
I have the potential.
Don't
What do you
we
mean by
all?
that?
For personal reasons, I haven't pursued it yet.
See. Also, can you ensure the safety of the other Jinchuriki?
Depends on what we decide to do.
Because understand that killing them to try to remove the potential that they get absorbed will most likely not do anything and have an adverse effect.
Mm-hmm. There will only be loss.
And what leads you to believe that?
Vertical, horizontal, vertical,
Based on
vertical.
what I've understood from the scroll and speaking with Karisu's teacher,
Mm-hmm.
these entities will just go to the host no matter what, unless there is something preventing them. So if you kill the host, you then either have to kill the beast, which I don't doubt you're strong enough, but
It's not gonna roll over and die.
Why try to just remove that when we can instead work with the beast and try to figure out a way to ensure they stay sealed whenever the event happens?
If the host
That way
dies,
we can
the
use them
beast.
to assist
If the
in
host
taking care
dies,
of.
the beast will also perish, but it will reincarnate some years later.
Do you think we can beat the main body without the help of the converted sections, I'll say, to our side? Because I imagine the beasts don't want to go back to the host, seeing as they have their own personalities and identities.
Nobuyuki, at hearing that, uh, normally you can uh, feel the monkey being just a little angry at all times because that's just how he is.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Really been ruining my sleep.
Mm.
it is very quiet all of a sudden after hearing that.
Yeah,
Mm.
from what I know from the meeting, Furimes definitely wouldn't want to return to that. He's too much of a got an individual personality.
So it would be easy, I imagine, to convince them to work with the Jinchuriki in order to prevent them from going to the main body. Like killing them seems like a waste of a resource.
But that's assuming that they can resist in the first place.
Well, then, since you've kidnapped them already, that's up to you guys to ensure they're strong enough.
Mm-hmm. And if you feel that they aren't, then have them stay away.
Do you know the range at which it can recall these things?
One moment. Pulls
Miles.
out a scroll.
At least miles. Because the
Uh,
robe that we tampered with got sucked away and we were miles away.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were almost a full nation away when that happened.
Yeah, pulls out map. We were here in Murder Dungeon A. The swamp is, as you know, right here. 20,000 leagues underneath the sea. Not really.
Well, with a range like that, does it really matter if we keep them away?
Let's see. Zoom out. Have you considered being an explorer? No, let me stop. Uh,
Based on what we've read, fighting the entire main, like fully connected main body, not even people of your strength, Shigeki's strength, or me at full potential with my eyes, or Nobuyuki's full strength of his eyes, all together would be able to take it on. So perhaps him splitting it and having some of them become their own personal identities is just what we need to turn the tide against it and win. But if it fully reconnects, I highly doubt we'll be any of us will ever be strong enough to take it on.
I'll raise these concerns with the others.
All we can really ask.
yeah. As I say, do make sure to inform us on what your decision is.
As
Truthfully.
an additional incentive, if you can assure their safety, I will show you where the location is of the previous user of the Renegon is that I know of.
Do you plan on going there at some point?
I can make it sure to where you can't find me when I go there. You're not the only one with tricks up their sleeve.
That's true. But whose bag of tricks is deeper?
You know the potential of my eyes, and I've just gotten stronger with them.
All right, so he's gonna get into a thinking position, like he's really considering whose bag of tricks is deeper. He's gonna like kind of think like lean some towards Naomi, then some towards Ito, and then he's gonna like mutter underneath his breath, "Mine are deeper."
Well, like I said, we operate as a group, so I can't guarantee anything. All I can do is raise your concerns.
That's the thing. I think you are able to guarantee them.
Not on my own. Not with Shigeki as another one of the people there. Despite what he says, he is faster than me, and he could very easily make it there before I even think about going to them.
Well,
So even if I wanted to, I couldn't.
See, even if he doesn't understand, I get you. I know what you mean.
yeah, that is just kind of how organizations work. But
Then do what you can, but do understand that if any of the Jinchurikis die, understand that I'll return it upon to you. Any injuries they receive.
I
Why me specifically?
Because
that's
I've
because
I've
you're here.
instructed you. I've trusted you with the duty of protecting them.
Also, when you said that if the Jinchuriki are harmed, when you give that line, the old man making the tea in the back sneezes.
I'm gonna look back at him.
Me too.
Me and Hell have the same idea.
Yeah.
Just
Just
not even say a word. Just insight roll.
yeah.
Or as you can tell, it's just an old man, big old man.
Big old man.
I'm gonna ask the monkey. You think him?
What do you mean?
Listen, have you never heard that thing where it's if somebody's talking about you, then they'll sneeze. If they're talking about you, that you don't know about it.
Yeah, but if you're asking if he's one of the Jinchuriki, then the answer is no.
I don't know these things. Oh wait, no, they said they gathered all the Jinchuriki except for Kurisu. Ah, right.
You will feel the monkey mentally smack you in the back of the head.
I have done nothing to earn this. I'm gonna mentally smack him in the back of the head.
Shakes my head.
Uh, anyway, oh, listen, I'm just concerned with all of this. I don't want anything untoward to have to happen to them. but you know, what we have to do, we have to do. We have to make. You have to make sure that we can do everything we can to stop this. In the end, if the ends of the earth aren't enough, we might need them to fight with us. We'll just have to try and figure it out. Learn how it all works.
Yep.
Honestly, we just need more people to be researching.
What I imagine I'll be able to get away with your concerns, is that the time limit has changed from at the end we will be coming after Karime to at the end we will be eliminating the Jinchuriki. Unless we find some other way that guarantees that they won't just be absorbed. That's the best I can guarantee as an offer.
Okay.
I mean, it's death either way, but that helps. Our actual. Alright. Alright. Beyond that, work with establishing good relations. And when is the next 5 Kage summit?
Usually it's every 10 or so years, but emergency meetings have been called. So we could arrange for something like that.
I need to call that into order. Like I said, I'm going to be meeting with the Hokage. At the very least, to introduce myself as the new head of house. For Isu's connections, we might be able to meet with the Raikage. Um, Shigeki is the Mizukage, and then the Tsuchikage, and I forget what the wind one's called.
I'll say.
The Kazekage. And then uh, Kazekage. Those two we have less of a lead on as far as a good way in and to trying to win them over.
Well, you have your time limit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We will contact you when it is time to when we feel comfortable calling a summit to have this conversation. Likely after we've met with the Raikage and at least attempted to meet with the Kazekage. If Shigeki, we're on friendly enough terms with the Land of Earth. I know that there have been some issues with border skirmishes and misunderstandings, seeing shinobi in each other's lands, uh, but there should be a. We've met, the Earth shinobi, and I'm hoping that there's no real bad blood.
The situation hasn't changed, right?
Yeah, we shouldn't know about anything untoward happening, right?
Nothing has happened yet.
Okay.
I don't like that yet.
Yeah, I don't either, but there's not a whole lot we can say about it now, is there? If we
I
can
guess so.
have Shigeki meet with the Tsuchikage. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't remember how to say it.
Close enough.
Yeah, close
You know
enough.
what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Um, After that, oh, I'm gonna have to meet with the Lord of the Land of Fire, aren't I? I don't have to, right? That's not one of my. I'll find out. I'll ask Sumi.
I'm like, why are you looking at me? Do I look like a nobleman?
Yeah, look to
I
Ito.
am nothing more than a merchant. I keep you well
I,
supplied with life.
Ito would know.
I feel like I should know, but I just haven't thought about it. I never
Yeah.
Ito would
considered the fact that I might be.
Ito would
Mhm.
know that unless you are specifically designated to, chances are very slim that you will actually meet them uh, outside of being a Kage.
Okay, I'll meet with the Hokage on that.
Well, is this big scroll the only thing you're going to give me, or is there more to pass on for us to look at?
We did have some smaller scrolls, but the diary entries are on the big scroll, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the most important piece.
The rest were sealing formulas.
Mhm. And
Oh,
a
hold
super
on.
secret one that would actually make you go insane. Go unroll the scroll and have the big bad look at it. It has
I
a
found.
has
Hold
a
on.
stroke and dies. I roll it back up. All right, let's go home.
That's it. We just need a jutsu to give it cancer.
Oh, Quinn, you gave me cancer?
I'm so sorry.
Oh my
Who would
gosh.
make a gun like that?
I'm gonna go
Oh
see my kids.
But
man.
I'm just trying to think what else, because I think that that's all we have.
Mhm.
Oh, we saw the carnage of the battlefield. Uh, the black flames from Shigeki's kunai. We saw them the way up to go see Hoshina.
Mhm.
Don't worry, we didn't like disturb him. Figured he's concentrating pretty hard. Leave him to what he's doing.
Yeah. Out here doing the Lord's work.
Bless up.
Mhm.
Well, he was putting up the network for the Jinchuriki to sit in so that we could siphon off their chakra to use, but given the situation, I don't think he'll need to be doing that anymore.
Mhm.
Be back on. Okay. God, this is all a terrible situation, and we won't actually know much more until we go on with it.
Yep. But that is where we stand.
Mhm.
See you again whenever we cross paths, reach out again, or exactly 2 months pass. Because I'm just going to assume that this is going to be a trend.
I'll keep an eye.
Hmm. Her Raven gives an Ursula laugh.
Oh, we're in the wrong server for
We
that.
are in the wrong server for that.
Damn.
Alright. Well, that's I can't think of anything else to
Yep.
talk with her about.
She will leave.
Alright.
All right. I'm ask for another round of tea. This time, make it a stiff one. No, I'm kidding.
The one with the stick in it.
Ah, yes. Let me do a little bit of tea divination.
on seeing you try to do some divination with the tea. The old man's going to look over,
Uh-huh.
uh, ask what you're doing with the tea.
I heard that in a certain land they are able to divine the future using the tea leaves of like what gets left in the cup after it's been poured up. Trying to see if I can divine how things are going to go.
Well, it is important to draw wisdom from many different places.
Mm-hmm. Do you have some wisdom you would like to share?
Uh, if I knew a little bit about what was going on, maybe.
Generic stuff will work too.
Uh, things where it's, if we fail or if we succeed, or it's like, if we try and fail, then we get the same outcome as if we didn't try at all. But the odds are not looking in our favor for succeeding, and even those who are trying to work towards the same goals are, uh, it's not turning out well if they get their way.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to tell you more. I just can't.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anything for this specific situation that I've heard while you were talking in my shop.
I look to the other. So I'm like, man, we should really learn that jutsu from from Kana.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just, I suggest not worrying about it too much and drinking lots of tea.
Man, will I ever. Another pot, please.
I looking down like, I mean, I was ready to go.
You can
We
go.
can
I will
sit and
stay. I'm a big boy.
they serve
Kurisu
alcohol
will
here. What
begin
about? Do
making.
they just serve tea? Is there any dango or anything?
I do have some that I could bring out.
I I'd
Oh man,
appreciate
snacks too? Really got it all.
He'll bring out another cup of tea for Iorito and some dango for Nobuyuki.
that.
Chrissy, I guess, is gonna go and make mental preparations once again. This time for getting
Oh
a
yeah, this for to meet your family or for the new eyes.
yes.
Yes.
One of these things is gonna make the other much more difficult to deal with. I
Uh,
won't say which is which. Use your imagination. You're a smart boy sometimes.
Dang.
listen, I know,
Is
but
it the
it's
eyes?
fine.
I think it's the eyes.
Her dad was secretly a was secretly a Hyuga, and now there's gonna be some questions raised. The next family dinner.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why it took this long to come in, but hey, she's got Byakugan now. You gonna talk about that, sweetheart?
No, their mailman was a Hyuga.
Oh my gosh.
I beg your pardon.
Man was a
A
Hyuga. I don't know
classic.
what else.
This is news to me.
A classic. Well, of
Also
course
not
it
canon.
is. It's the news to everyone, except, you know, the mother.
I
I'm joking.
fucking hope so.
Tell everybody.
But yeah, it'll be fine. Just be like,
So,
eye transplant. Some people
would you
get new
like
glasses.
to meet with the Kage
Hmm.
or find someone to give up their eyes?
I can meet with the Kage while the eye transplant is happening.
Hmm. We just need
Also,
to
is
find someone first.
my sister is not in town, right? Like
Uh,
either way,
you haven't seen her, but your brother and father are.
okay. Because I will ask
Go
them if she's
get
in
her
town
if she's
because
in Lakewell.
yeah, learning how to use it, I think it would be good for my little sister and some like an experienced Yuga to both be there to teach Kurisu. Once she has the eyes in and begins her recovery.
Just be like, uh, the little sister, the Moto. She has been requested for a mission. Meet us in Swan Mount. And then Ito brings her to us. Well, how about that? Minecraft is 15 years old.
Oh,
So what I'm hearing
yeah.
is that I am an ancient man. The other things that I'm hearing are that you want to go get the little sister and find someone to get their peepers.
Hmm.
Yes.
And then put them back.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course we're gonna put them back. Put them back when we're done. Rub them off.
Breathe
Gives
on
me
them, buff them a little bit, shine.
a D100 plus your charisma. Nobuyuki.
Just straight charisma.
Yeah.
Alright. We will add 4 to the
Uh,
total.
The charisma score, not the modifier.
Oh, score.
Should be 20.
27.
Mm-hmm.
The fact you're giving me a bonus makes me feel like I wanted a high roll here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah.
There's a lot to unpack.
One day goes by,
Hopefully one of them is eyeballs.
and you don't see anyone suitable.
Mm.
Hmm.
Mm. Concerning.
Where is Ito supposed to take the little sister to?
Oh, just bring her in.
Yeah, bring her here.
This is her home too.
Hmm.
All right, by
The
the end
people
of the
here know
day,
her.
she has arrived.
Nice.
Is the little sister suitable?
Are
That's
you
what
going
you're
to
about to
ask
tell
her?
me, huh? Oh, I thought you meant like physically suitable. Um, God, what is the size difference between my sister and Kurisu?
How
Uh,
tall's Teresa?
I forgot. Let me check. It's been a very long time.
Not
Hmm.
a question that often comes up.
Yeah.
I mean the
She's
important thing is that their skulls are roughly the same size.
she's
Yeah.
5'2.5".
Oh, I think we ought to be fine.
Looking between them.
Stand back
Uh,
to back.
No, I just need your heads next to each other.
Yeah.
I'll pull out the peeper measurer.
Ow.
So
If you would like to look for someone other than your sister, you may roll a d100 plus your 27.
I will go one more day looking, and if I do not find anyone, I'm popping the question.
Oh my.
Actually, no, it'd be plus 27 plus your score again.
So that is
90 plus your score again.
67
45.
plus 20. No, not that. Hold on. 80, 81 plus 27. 108.
All right. Another. As you're looking around, your father comes by and asks why you seem to be so lost in thought.
Well, there is a lot of potential in one of my companions, Kurisu. Even without Byakugan, she has the ability to mimic the Gentle Fist. Without training for it, without using the Byakugan, she can attain the base form. I'm looking for someone who'd be willing to share theirs, and of course, Arito has the ability to restore their eyes to them. It's just finding somebody that is both suitable and willing for the operation is difficult. It's not an easy question to ask, especially as I'm asking them to give Byakugan to somebody who is not of the clan. I can't really inform a lot of people on why I have to do this.
He's gonna put a hand on your shoulder.
Eh?
Your friend looked me over, right?
Yes.
And both he and all of the doctors here say my eyes are fine. I just can't use them, right?
The boy is a genius. This is why we rely on the
That's
wisdom of our
right.
elders.
Why did
So,
you not come to me first?
because I forgot, my first thought was my dad's blind. Those are not good eyes. Uh, Listen, there's been a lot going on. It was not the. Oh, I'm gonna hug him. I'm gonna hug my father. So you're willing?
I've already given them up once. What's a second time?
Bruh.
Oh,
At this point,
well.
I'm gonna make 2 copies and keep some for myself.
God damn, hold on.
Shut for a minute, could have stopped.
Oh, there is there are
Somewhere,
levels to this.
somewhere, Kiryu Coco is crying.
Who?
The dragon lady.
I understood that reference.
Oh. Uh, but yeah, I will inform Kurisu and Arito.
Whenever you inform him of this, he's gonna hit his head be like, "No, duh, silly goose that we all are."
Uh, it's like this was planned. I don't think it was. It just worked out very well, but it's like it was planned.
I am grateful that
Actually,
you
you know
have
what? This
such
is gonna work
fastidious
out so
eyes.
well. Cracks Knuckles
Uh,
with medical
Wait,
intent.
am I getting one eye or am I getting both? That's
You're getting 2
oh,
upgrades, people.
yeah,
Upgrades.
you're getting Byakugan.
oh boy.
Yeah.
uh,
No need for an eye patch, I guess. We're just going raw dogging. Okay.
You wouldn't have an iPad? I guess you
I
could
mean,
have
if
the
you
iPad.
wanted to, you could just always
We
be
could just
blindfolded.
do. Yeah, we could do one with a blindfold over one, and that way, people don't look at you and say "Hyuga?" question mark.
And
I
then you'd be
don't
like,
believe I
no,
have
not
Hyuga
Hugo.
features. She's gonna point at her distinctly white hair.
Yeah, but you could be like me.
True.
Respectfully, I'm not sure how much I want to be.
Wow.
Okay, what I was gonna say is that I'm a mutt, but ow.
You have
Dang.
so much on your shoulders, and I'm very strong, but not like that.
I just meant genetically.
Therese is just there.
Damn.
I'm strong in everywhere but the shoulders.
Shoulders, a little bit of arthritis.
She's
Hmm.
not 230 yet. We'll see.
God.
We'll see when the cataracts and the arthritis and the bad knees kick in.
I can
Uh,
tell those no, theoretically. Especially by the time that I
I
get there.
I am while the operation is happening, I am going to be calling in my sister and Sumi, and explaining the situation. It's much the same way they did to my father, that she has a lot of potential. Is able to copy the form without Byakugan and use it effectively. And I would like the two of them to help her get used to using Byakugan. Because uh, me alone, I got good eyes. I got weird eyes though. um, but I having Sumi there to help as well, and then having uh, why do I always forget her name? I know it's a Hina name. Oh, I was wrong. It's Hitomi. Um, yeah, and Hitomi having like just awoken them like within the past 2 years. It's like, oh yeah, that's how it felt, kind of thing.
All right.
Uh,
They will agree. First, I need a few con saves from Karisu.
I will be standing by with apples on hand.
3 to be precise.
Question:
Hold
What are
on.
my saving throws again? Because they seem to be unmarked right now.
One of them should be con. I'll go
That's
look for
not
you.
a thing.
I'm pretty sure it's Dex Strength Con because we get 3 with Naruto module, right?
My mouth is on fire.
Is it still the corn?
I just finished the corn.
Hold on.
Damn.
Why is my
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
constitution
it's
not
Dex Strength
marked?
Con.
That was weird. Anyways.
All right, Taijutsu Specialist. What do you got to say for yourself?
But yeah, we should have 3.
I have
Unless you're
one
really
word.
special and get a 4th.
Strength, Dex, and Charisma.
Wow.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
Wow. So that con I don't have.
Hold on.
Um,
I'm cooking.
Yeah, I can help you. Kinda.
Let the fire priest cook.
Exactly.
Spitting super hot fire.
Always.
I mean, there's commanding presence. Much like Aruto, I tell you not to die.
Mhm. Mhm.
Saving throw,
Uh,
right?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
thank
would enhance ability help?
Uh,
And yes,
you
I
would
do have
need to.
enough chakra to cast this for like
I know you
50
have enough
hours
chakra. I'm
without
just saying you
resting.
would have to cast it 3 times, but yes,
I can cast this like 50 times without resting.
you only need 3.
Uh, now let's maintain
and between
concentration.
me and Shadow Hand helping out
So
with
do I roll these with
operation.
advantage or?
Ito, which form are you choosing?
I mean, endurance is the only one that fits con.
Oh,
You have
I will
advantage
cast the
on con
appropriate
saving throws.
version, I suppose.
Cool.
You have advantage.
I will roll as appropriate.
You also have +2. As I tell
Oh.
you not to die.
You just pat Cariso on the shoulder. Don't die, and then leave.
19.
7.
22.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to brush my teeth tonight super hard.
So the first eye, not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's about what you expected, but you prepared yourself for this.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets to the second eye, you did not prepare yourself enough,
Mm.
and Kurisu is just out cold.
If I could help it, I would want them unconscious to begin with.
Listen, there's a difference between under anesthetic and out cold.
Fair enough.
This-
Fair enough.
It's like the
Uh,
difference between getting an anthrax napkin and getting socked on the jaw, alright?
Why
I
an
don't
Yeah.
think you
anthrax
want an
napkin?
anthrax napkin. I
I
think that's just death.
I meant to say
That's a
chloroform.
death issue.
I
Hell, I
meant
think you're just killing people.
I meant to say chloroform. I don't know why I said anthrax.
Yeah, no, I mean
But
they're
That's why
out
there's
for
been a difference for you.
though, to
I
be
mean they're
fair,
out
she's
for a
right.
long time.
It's different.
They're out forever.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
That's going to Twitter.
Good. And when Kurisu is finished with her surgery, uh, the worst splitting headache she's ever had.
And I've taken my fair bit of concussions, I'll have you know.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome, Kurisu. You can see everything.
Uh, Shortly after, uh, she wakes up.
Shortly.
She's able to see everything around her, even through the wraps over her eyes.
Sounds like they're working. No, excuse me.
It's very much like walking outside and seeing the sun for the first time.
I'm imagining it's like that scene in Man of Steel where Kid Clark starts seeing people's bones and organs and veins and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, you can also see her chakra networks.
Mm-hmm.
That's arguably worse.
It's
Oh,
mostly
I
the
know.
chakra network.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly chakra network.
So
Sure.
everyone, instead of like their normal person outline that you see, is instead just their chakra network in their person form.
Yeah, the first thing that you need to learn is A, how to turn it off, and B, how to
Turn
control
it
how
back on.
much of everything you're seeing.
Yeah.
So I,
Filtering.
I so I need to so my switch is forced into the on state right now, and I need to figure out how to turn the switch off.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Now, uh, how do you open the gates?
Uh-huh.
The reverse of that, but with your eyes. Not entirely, not like full on, but basically that.
Okay.
I didn't think about the fact that her learning how to use the gates would actually be extremely useful for this.
It's useful, but on the other hand, I who the fuck flexes their eyes?
You do now.
I
Yeah, welcome to the Hyuga party.
Yeah,
Yeah, those.
now you
Yeah.
think she's been training her whole life to flex her eyeballs?
No, you just
Yes.
flex your
Couldn't have skipped
internal
eye
skill
day.
traits.
You shouldn't have
Yeah,
skipped eye day.
you
Exactly.
skipped eye day.
That and shoulder day. Upper back and shoulders day.
Go ahead and give me a chakra control check with advantage.
Aha, advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Do
You
what?
are able to shut off your vision to be a little bit more normal.
Oh, so it's kind of hovering over the off states, not quite there.
It's in the off state, but you still have that feeling of I see better now.
Oh, cool. I'll never be the same again.
Yeah,
Oh, that was a
you can be
given.
better, stronger. We
Upgrades, people,
rebuilt you better,
upgrades.
stronger.
Okay, I need you to understand something, Jack. We had a discussion about this. I am not a robot kind of transhumanist. I'm a biopunk transhumanist. I need to be
Yes,
able.
and
Yeah,
this is
what do you think just
and
happened?
this is
Yeah,
bionics. Yeah,
yeah.
I
this is a new part of your body. You got an organ transplant.
I understand. This isn't quite what I had in mind, though, when I said I want to be able to pull open my ribs and decide I don't need my liver for this poor decision.
That
I
comes
don't think there's
later.
any poor decision where you don't need your liver.
Clearly, you've never been punched in the liver.
Really a decision that I guess you could tell somebody to punch you in the liver, but it's oh, yeah, it's not here, neither here nor there.
Yeah,
Uh,
So
usually I grow my prosthetics. It is not a here, borrow these. I don't need them anymore.
it will take about a week for Kurisu to recover.
Mhm.
okay.
Oh, that's
Hmm.
pretty good.
Uh, recover and get to a point where she can turn the eyes off and on at will.
Oh no, that is incredibly good.
Yeah, proficiency.
Yeah, it'll take a little bit longer to properly get the features. That is more training, but
Hmm. Oh,
So you guys, other than
One
Arius, who has
interjection.
to keep watch, you guys have a week.
Okay.
all right.
So, one interjection for something else that I did want to do.
Sure.
Uh, so, since I have taken the time to remove Papa Hugo's eyes, I am now able to actually see what's going on behind his eyeballs. Anything interesting there that could be the reason why his body, his mind, etc., is refusing to acknowledge the visual input that's coming from the eyes.
Go ahead and give me a medicine.
All right, one medicine.
No
Really,
idea.
just can't roll over 10. It's crazy.
Just welcome to the club with
It's
fucking Eric and
yeah. It's such a
Yeah,
wild and out there phenomenon. You no idea.
I mean, yeah, that's reasonable.
Everything looks like it should work.
why doesn't it work? It's like coding, Richie.
Oh, I understand. This is, in fact, my
Except
everyday.
you don't get an error message here. You just get thing don't turn on.
uh,
Customer support coding error, Richie.
yeah, also my everyday. Quote unquote. It varies. But anyways, do I want to do anything else before regrowing his eyes? Hmm.
well, with that, the only thing I can point to, after this is that Chrissy, I guess we're heading to my family, but I also have an appointment tomorrow in the morning, so I'm gonna
Hmm.
go ahead and
I understand. This is about the time you check out.
I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
go ahead and make sure that when my dentist does what he does tomorrow, he doesn't hate me.
Oh yeah. I too had
Yeah.
my dentist appointment last week.
My dad just got 3 root canals.
Oh my gosh.
I'm glad
Uh,
Yeah.
I've been so lucky. I'll see y'all next week, and
yeah.
I'm
Just be
so
like
happy to be
me.
back.
Yeah. My dentist, she was very happy with me. She was like, "Keep up the good work. See you in 6 months." I'm like, "See you then." You might not, because I technically won't live here anymore. But anyways.
I missed you four guys. You're the best.
See,
Uh,
Bye
ciao.
bye.
Week.
in between sessions, I probably contact Hell about. All right, here's what we got for you.
Huh.
So, what are the two of you doing with your week that you're allowed to
Yeah.
have free?
For me,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm gonna meet with the Kage.
Or at least prepare to.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not able to meet with the Kage this week, then I mean, I'm gonna be sparring with Sumi and Hitomi.
And Ito?
I don't know.
Work with your new specialized. Are we going to do some specialized sparring?
The Hyuga Mansion no longer exists.
The sad part
Chaotic
is
Super
that's
Tensei in the
basically what
middle of
happened.
town. What was that you said?
Ooh. Oh.
Hmm. I don't know.
Actually, I know exactly what I want to do. Eric, remember when we talked about me modifying my domain expansion to be more selective? Yeah, that.
Okay.
And I think the way. Actually, hold on. Who can't see through magical darkness? Just Aruto?
And Chrissy? Well, actually, no. She can see
Oh,
through it now.
Kurisu now has Byakugan.
Yeah. So yeah, just me.
Just you?
Yeah. Me no be there.
Huh.
It'll be fine.
Huh.
Yeah. And
Um. Anyway, the way that
technically
I want to do it,
speaking, or go ahead.
I was gonna say, have it apply more seals, like seals directly to willing targets, that allow them to move through the shadows. Oh wait, no, that's what we talked about, is learning how to work with it and training with the others, to be able to move through the shadows more easily, and like help me guide them. It was a week for each person.
It's a week per person.
Uh, Ito, if you have nothing else going on, you want to learn how to move through my domain expansion?
Er,
Listen, I just want to be able to use my big move on the battlefield. The
Just use it.
the
It'll be
fucking
fine.
90-foot diameter circle of darkness and difficult terrain that also happens to seal enemy chakra.
Need to
I'm
read a
waiting
few
for the
things.
day that Zach eventually picks up the Parade Path.
So who?
Which one's that?
Which one's Prada?
The one that absorbs chakra.
Oh,
Mm,
about
Uh,
that. About that.
did
Huh?
you just?
About that.
Did you decide that instead of the summons?
Yeah, summons are dookie. They
I
have
see.
the Beastmaster Ranger problem. I have to tell them what to do.
Oh, yeah.
And it takes like my actions to do so. It's annoying.
Oh, yeah.
So
Big
I
bird.
recently learned.
Big Bird
So
would be nice, yes, I understand. But I don't have to use my my extra bonus action to tell, hey, by the way, can you fly me like 30 feet that way?
I can unlimited focus you.
But then I could do
because
other stuff with that.
True.
so we also recently discovered that I don't know if you read, Shadowhand should be using my action, bonus action, reaction, which means that there's even more reason for me to want to use uh my totally eclipse, because I that means that I can sit there and just focus on that, and every once in a while use like bonus action for things like my Hungry Shadows or Shadow Neck Binding, to deal damage to anybody that's caught in it, and run around with my Shadow Hand, and he's going to be using my action for a lot of things.
Makes sense.
Nara with Shadow Hand actually shockingly complimentary.
Well, I'll get them sorted with all of that, and we can see everyone next week.
All right. We've had a lot of talking sessions, but
Yeah.
it's a big talking part of the campaign. This is the Parabellum arc.
uh,
There
and
were
for
not a
the
whole lot of
record,
fights in those arcs, but yeah.
quite true. And then for the record, I will just put another week on my acrobat training.
Because he can do that while watching Kurisu. He can do backflips, say, hey, Kurisu, watch this.
Oh no, you can't. No, I'm kidding. You can see me. I stand in the 1%. I can't see you. Why can't I see you? I'm supposed to be able to see everything. It's like, no, I'm standing in your blind spot. I step a step to the right.
Kurisu sits there. We have a blind spot.
Yeah, listen, it's a 1-degree blind spot in the back of your head. It's fine. Most things bigger than that blind spot. Yeah, reasonable distances.
Mm-hmm. I have to say, I've done enough training with you. I know the sweet spot to stay in.
You also just turn off my fucking eyes.
True. True.
Just look at him, go and then his eyes are gone.
This is the true training. Are you ready? Time to get good at turning your eyes
Oh
back
my
on.
god.
Turns them
This
off.
is true.
Alright
What
then.
the hell is this trolley ad?
What?
We got a trolley ad on our stream.
Uh-huh.
I will
I'm
talk
not...
to you guys later.
Yeah, I'll see you, man. I don't have the trolley ad because I don't have ads because I'm subscribed with on with Prime. Am I a Prime subscriber? I don't know if I am a Prime subscriber.
Well, you are subscribed. That's
I am
good enough.
subscribed.
Yeah. And you can too. And then you too will be able to join us for every stream and hear every word that we say without any
Without any
interruptions.
interruption.
All right.
Yeah.
Good night to the peoples.
Good night to the people.